welcome to the Union County Foundation podcast. I'm Olivia Tuning, the Executive Director.
Hi, I'm Jackie Harvey, and I'm the Program Officer.
And I'm Allie Webb. I am the Community Development Project Coordinator.
Today, we're going to talk to you about why we decided to start a podcast and who we are as a foundation and what we do. And so I guess the reason we're here is because we wanted to educate our community on who the Union County Foundation is and the many different programs we have available to our community members and different benefits that we offer our community. I'm the executive director at the foundation, and I love my role because I get to give back to the community where I actually live, where I'm raising my family, where my kids go to school, and we have programs that touch every generation in our community. So whether it's kids in elementary school to adults who need food assistance, we do something for everyone, every age, everyone in between. So my job mostly is involved in fundraising, and so we fundraise for grants and scholarships, and those are what are distributed out to community members. And so, Jackie, if you want to tell them about what you do in grants and scholarships.
Yeah, so recap, I'm Jackie Harvey, and I'm the Program Officer here at the foundation. And so basically, I handle all the grants and scholarships. So our grants are all year long. We have 4 quarters of them. And then our scholarships, we have several different cycles. And it kind of like Olivia said, it's for all ages. It can be for high school seniors, adult scholarships, and even students in current college. So lots of opportunities. And I love my job because every day it's kind of something different. And I'm kind of at the foot of it all, like wherever the most need is, I get to tackle that and really put my energy towards whatever the most need is in the community, which is fun and exciting. It's something different every day.
And Allie's role is new at the foundation, and so we'll let her get into the nitty gritty, but it's something that we thought was a necessary role to kind of enhance the community part of our foundation. So we have always been in grants and scholarships, but now as the climate for what community foundations in Indiana are doing has changed, we thought that her position made sense to add to kind of the community development aspect of a community foundation.
Yeah, so I'm Allie Webb, and my role at the foundation is to help with community projects. I'm currently working on helping to establish a Main Street organization for our community so we can apply for grant funding to try to develop some of our downtown properties. So the foundation actually owns a property downtown that is basically a parking lot and some old buildings, and we would like to turn that into a really nice community space. So we have gathered a group of people together to try to help that come to life. And there's other projects that are coming and going as well, arts projects for the community. I'm also working with the rest of the team on fundraising, spreading the word about how to start a fund at the foundation, why to start a fund at the foundation, and try to build upon our unrestricted fund so we can help more organizations and give more money out every year to try to make our community thrive.
And I might add just something to your role, even though you do a lot of fundraising. She also is really, a big part of the foundation and the executive director's work is just donor relationships. And, that's where Olivia comes in, and she, these people are so gracious to give us something that they have for their community, and they're what's the word? They're leaving us with that.
Their treasure.
They're trusting us with that. And so, Olivia's part of her job is kind of crucial with that donor relationship. It's very important.
We couldn't do the work we do without the generosity of many people in the community who do trust us by donating their dollars to us every year. They establish funds, they make private donations, they give donations to us to contribute back to other organizations who may not be able to accept donations directly, and they trust us to steward those funds appropriately and make sure that they're used for the greater good of the entire community. Like I said, we couldn't do that without them. We're established in 1989, and so basically for how many years is that now? 35.
Almost 36.
Yeah. People have been donating to us and have allowed us to grow our endowment to over $13 million, and that's how that's how we support the many areas of our community that we do.
Olivia, what drew you to the foundation, and why is this the work that you want to do with your life?
This is really cheesy, but
Give us a little history about you.
so I went to Union County High School. I graduated in 2009. I was lucky to receive several scholarships from the foundation when I did graduate, and I actually knew then that I always wanted to work at the foundation. I didn't know what that meant yet, but I knew that I loved my community and I loved the nonprofit aspect of it, and I loved that somebody did that for me and that I wanted to be able to do that for someone one day. And the Union County Foundation is tiny, and for a long time there was only one employee full-time and one employee part-time, and so who knew if I would ever have the opportunity to work there or when that would be. But I was really lucky to get into the nonprofit world about 10 years ago in Oxford, and I worked for a fraternity, for a fraternity's foundation, and so that was kind of my introduction to what working for a nonprofit looked like, and it kind of gave me the foundation and the skills I needed to kind of grow into what this position would be. And so when it opened up, I knew that that's where I wanted to go. I knew I was going to raise my family here, and I wanted our community to be the best that I could for my family and everyone who lived here, and that's kind of how it all started. 2009 when I graduated high school. So it's been a long time coming.
What about you, Jackie?
I started working at the Franklin County Foundation, maybe 8 years ago now, and I worked there for 4 years as the office manager. So my role there is a little different from my role here. I did a lot of, just office things. I kind of felt like more of an accountant, honestly. I kept the books and wrote all the checks and things like that. So some roles are similar, but I learned a lot there. The executive director who was over me then had been doing it for over 20 plus years. So I learned a lot, and I knew that it was something that I definitely was excited to be in. So, and then a job opportunity opened up in Union County where I know my kids are going to go to school. So I kind of took that, and I knew it was more of a open role. I could have a little more flexibility, and haven't looked back. I love it. And Allie, you?
Yeah, so obviously I'm new, just came on to the foundation this April, but my background, I've been in sales and banking for the last 12 to 15 years, and held lots of different roles within the bank. But part of working in banking, you'll learn if you've ever worked in banking, is getting yourself acquainted with community organizations and serving on boards, serving on committees, kind of getting involved. And I actually was a board member of the Union County Foundation before I started working here. And I have, been friends with people who have been involved with the foundation. I raised my family in Union County. My husband's from here. And so I just really fell in love with what we can do. I was on the grants committee, and so I learned about all the different nonprofits in our community that benefit from the funds at the foundation. And so kind of just getting tired of my banking role. It was a great opportunity for me, but when I talked with Olivia about the opportunity of this project coordinator position and kind of how it's very wide range of things I would be able to do, but still impact a lot of people, that felt really good to me. So, and I love the fact that we're all close as far as friends. Our kids all grow up together, and we're setting a great example for the future generations of how to take care of your community. I think the Community Foundation is the heart of it. We are able to impact multiple organizations at once, not just one specific. So that feels really, really good. And my role specifically, I think, is pretty cool. We have big goals. They're like 5, 10, 20-year plans that I hope to be a part of and I hope to see come to life. I think that's going to be pretty epic for my kids, my grandkids, their kids. Hey, my granny helped do that. That'll be kind of an awesome thing to do. So, yeah.
We're super passionate about our community as individuals, and our board is as well. So whatever we can do to make Union County the best possible place for everyone who lives here is what we aim to do. Mm-hmm. And I really think that's kind of the motto of, maybe not officially, but whatever we can do to enhance the community for everyone is what we strive to do. Well, that was a lot of information really, really fast, and we're excited to delve into topics deeper in the next podcast to come. If you have anything you want us to talk about, please leave a comment, or you can even email us or call us, and we'll be happy to add topics to our agenda, if you will. Is there anything else you guys want to add?
No, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
All right, see you next time.